I fucked it up.
No, we can edit it. We can edit it.
96.7 iRock. I fucked it all up. This is Phil Anselmo from SUPERJOINT. You're listening to 96.7 iRock, the only station that goddamn rocks.
Awesome. All right.
Okay.
First off, for the listeners out there in the Church of Rockland or the Stone Age land, for the listeners out there that don't know a whole lot about your history, which if they don't, they've been living under a freaking rock, but Pantera, of course, everyone loves Pantera. The band Down, of course, SUPERJOINT Ritual, another thing that you do. Is SUPERJOINT Ritual considered just a part-time thing for you, or side band, or is this a full-time thing now?
SUPERJOINT is absolutely a full-time thing now, and I figure from what I've heard lately that Pantera has moved to, the other guys in Pantera, that is, have moved to break this thing up. And, that was always a thing that I had left clearly up to them, how they felt. I have no hard feelings against Pantera at all. They've given me some of the best years of my life, and success in music. Fuck, man, we came in #1 on the Billboard charts. No one expected Pantera to do that, especially when we did it. And SUPERJOINT Ritual feels to me, truthfully and honestly, like my next logical and real and true step in my life as far as heavy metal goes. And for the heavy metal kids, it's owed to them, absolutely owed to them. And I've been in SUPERJOINT since 1993, and I wish that back then people could have heard SUPERJOINT. However, in this time of music, where I think that there are a bunch of weaknesses, a lot of vulnerable holes to be filled, we are the saviors. There's no doubt about it. We play the most badass style of heavy metal out there, and
Let me ask you this, man.
I'm very proud of that.
Well, you got a new album coming out Tuesday, which is called Lethal Dose of American Hatred. Anything that really stands out on this album for you? Obviously, it's your art. You like it all, but is there anything that really kicks that you're really appreciative of on that album?
Multiple insult. Destruction of a person. So, man, like you said, there's a lot of songs, man, that I love. Sickness, man, beautiful song.
So is it more fulfilling for you now that you're not doing the big arena shows? I read that you were actually sick and tired of the big arena kind of atmosphere, and you were into the underground thing, the more smaller, stage thing where you can connect with the people. Is that more gratifying, dude?
Absolutely. It really is. When you play a big, giant, whatever, theater, beyond a theater, a stadium of some sort, there's no less than 300 guys in yellow security shirts standing around, and you're about 20 feet from the audience, and it's about as personal as getting a blowjob from a male hooker. It's like, it sucks, man. It's much better being in an atmosphere that is absolutely more intimate, more up close, to where your fans can fucking shake hands with you, your fans can get up on the stage and jump off, your fans can fucking, I encourage the circle pit, from back in the day. I don't like all that jumping up and down wigger crap.
What's this crap on the internet that I've been reading about Lars Ulrich and you having these like weird dialogue exchanges concerning what we're talking about now, the Underground versus their Arena Lincoln Park tour with the Deftones and those bands. What do you think, man? What if I put you on the radio up against Metallica, your song Tonight up against them, your new one against their new one?
Well, if you're into real heavy metal, then we should win hands down, you know. If you're into who's the most popular band, you know, like who's number one, bro, you know, Green Bay Packers, Mike Tyson, Metallica, you know, it's like the same fucking thing, you know.
You guys got a new video coming out, too, on Headbangers Ball. What video is that, man, and where was that filmed at?
We filmed our videos. We shot 2 in New Orleans. I think the main one was Dressed Like a Target, and the other one, which is basically a live video as well, was called what is it, Kevin? Yeah, Waiting for the Turning Point, and that's God, I love that song.
And by the way, we have Kevin Bond here, guitar player for the band. Kevin, can you say hi to the listening audience?
Hello, listening audience.
Any personal words of wisdom?
Not at the present moment, no.
Okay, thank you. Continuing on. Do you get tired of the constant questions about Pantera?
There's not really constant questions about Pantera, and I sort of expect them at this point in time, you know. People right now want to know what the fuck is going on, and
yeah, basically that's the question that I get asked as a radio DJ. Are Pantera broken up? And here I am asking the guy, what do you say about that?
Yes, we're broken up.
Okay, that's the question I was actually, most people had wanted to know, actually. Who are some of your favorite bands of all time, man? I'm talking metal, punk, old school, whatever. I'm just, rattle off a few for me.
Man, that could be rough.
Top 5. Your favorite.
Top 5, it's impossible, and I never do.
Who are some of the gods of rock in your world?
Black Sabbath. Well, see, now it's a whole different era of music. You know?
What about like Black Flag?
I love Black Flag, but I also love the Beatles, you know. I love the Moody Blues. I love the Smiths. I love Iron Maiden, you know, early Iron Maiden, that is.
Man, what about the fact that Rob Halford's back with Judas Priest now? What do you think about that?
Well, if it ain't for cash, then, you know, if their balls and their hearts are in the right place, then it should be great.
You guys are doing the Lafayette Club tonight. Where else are you guys going on this tour, and how long will you be on the road?
I think we're going to be on the road on and off for quite a long time. There's a campaign, I guess you could say, that we're on to bring back the mentality of the middle 80s to the early 90s back into the audience. And there was so much of a brotherhood, sisterhood type of thing back then, and it was just understood, you know, within the circle pits, within the stage diving, within all that crap, you know. There was something beautiful, and there was a scene in every town. Every town had its specific scene. There's no scene anymore anywhere.
A lot of people would agree with you on that point, man, that's for sure. Do you guys...
I would say every fucking body would agree with me.
Now, do you guys get out and meet your fans after the shows, or hang out when you're in different cities and party with people, or do you pretty much not get a chance to do that?
Well, in my case, I've got a back injury that would, you know, to tell you the truth, when I go to see new specialists and all, they ask me if I've been fitted for a wheelchair. They cannot believe I walk on my own, much less if they could see what I do for a living. I'm injured. You know, I have a back injury that has accumulated throughout the years of playing music. It's that's what, you know, I would say caused it. You know, I've done a lot of crazy shit, you know, over the years, you know, and I'm paying for it. However, for me, I like to usually chill out after a show. And if I'm feeling good, well enough, I'll go out and I'll sign autographs and talk to the kids and all. And I know that I need to do that, especially coming up in the near future. I just feel it. There's going to be an importance for me to do that. And there'll be a message behind it. However, I can't say what that message is right now. But normally I'm trying to rest my back after a show, and I apologize to any audiences or kids that I miss after a show. I just, man, you got to understand, being in pain 24 hours a day can grate on you after a while.
We appreciate you talking to us, brother, and basically want to say have a good show this evening, and hopefully we'll get to check you out later on tonight. And damn, I lost my concentration. We'll edit this anyway. What's it like to have, one more question for you, brother. What's it like to have a sideman with by the name of Hank III, man?
Beautiful. Absolutely wonderful. I'm glad that Hank is aboard, and I'm fucking... he's so damn cool and down to earth and talented that my life has been just one silver spoon after the next, you know. When I've hit rock bottom, there's been a fucking hand to reach up and pull me fucking from the depths. And once I was out of the depths, they put new clothes on me and said, "Go, boy," and gave me more strength than ever. Upstairs, in the fucking back, in the heart, I am leading a charmed life. So Hank is part of it, yes.
Appreciate your time, man. Have a good show tonight, bro.
All right. Thank you.